The coldest night I ever slept through, and what I'll never forget. Images in this video are for illustrative purposes only. The story below is shared to promote safety, awareness, and personal reflection when facing extreme cold environments. Have you ever asked yourself, what's the coldest temperature you've ever slept in? For me, it was a night I'll never forget. The temperature dropped to 58°C 72°F. I was alone, deep in a snow-covered Siberian forest, inside a tiny tent no bigger than a closet. This wasn't a challenge. It wasn't for thrill or social media. I went because I wanted to understand what it meant to slow down, to be completely alone, and to truly listen to nature, in one of the coldest places I've ever known. The cold didn't hit me from outside, it crept in from within at first. I thought a warm sleeping bag, a small wood stove, and a few thermal layers would be enough. But the cold at 58°C doesn't strike like a blizzard. It sneaks in through every gap in your collar, your sleeves, your seams, then slowly begins to drain the warmth from your body. I wrapped myself in 3 layers of sleeping bags, placed hot water bottles around my chest and stomach, and wore everything I had. Still, I couldn't call it sleep. It wasn't noise that woke me up, it was unsettled darkness. No cars, no voices, no birds, just the faint crackle of firewood inside the stove, and the sound of my breath turning to mist in the cold air. I dozed off a few times, only to wake up suddenly from the smell of smoke. The stove was clogged. I had to get up, adjust the vent, fix the wood. In just a few minutes, 2 of my fingertips went numb, pale and stiff from the cold. Survival sleep isn't about rest, it's about holding only set alarms every 90 minutes to check the fire. Each time I woke up, I reminded myself, this isn't rest, this is the pause between 2 battles. I sipped hot tea, scribbled a few lines in my notebook. 12:47 a.m. Wind is still strong, tent holding steady, toes feel cold. 1 hot water bottle left. Those small notes became my only company. When no one is around to talk to, you write, just to feel human. The hardest part wasn't the cold, it was being alone out there. Time doesn't move the way it does in the city. You forget whether it's AM or 3. You wonder how much snow has fallen outside. And most of all, you realize if you let your mind drift too far, the cold doesn't need to kill you. Your thoughts might. I found myself whispering questions. When was the last time I heard someone laugh? If someone watches this video, will they understand what silence feels like? The lesson from the coldest night: he made it through not because I was strong, but because I prepared carefully, listened to my body, and didn't let my thoughts spiral out of control. If you've ever slept outdoors in winter, you will understand. Keeping your body warm is one challenge. Keeping your spirit warm is another. A cup of tea, a crumpled piece of paper, a small light in the corner of a tent, those little things can carry you through the longest night. What about you? Have you ever had a night that stayed with you? Maybe it was a snowy backyard in childhood, or a quiet winter trip with someone you love. What do you remember most? Share your story in the comments. You never know, your words might prepare someone else for their coldest night. If you'd like this adapted for narration, subtitles, or turned into a voice-over script with timestamps, I can help with that too.